Okay, today I'm going to show you how to unclog an empty cartridge that has been sitting for quite a while. The things that we need are, of course, empty cartridges. These are Canon brands, and this ink cleaning solution. It's very easy to use it just by putting some solution into the housing of this cartridge. Just make sure you put enough so that the nozzles gets soaked into the solution. Let's do it for the second cartridge. We're going to soak it for 24 hours and then we'll try to puncture these cartridges and refill it with inks. We'll show you again after 24 hours. Okay, after 24 hours had passed, we will now have to refill these two ink cartridges and test it if we have been able to successfully remove the blockages. And as my practice have been before, I usually remove this sticker, this original sticker, and just transfer it here for me to remember the cartridge number of this particular ink cartridge. Just place it there so it's easy for me to remember. Same thing with the colored cartridge. I'll just remove the sticker label and transfer it here for me to easily verify what empty cartridge to buy next time. No need to go to the internet to search for what does Canon MP499 uses, what type of cartridge. Okay, now we will have to puncture these 3 holes for the colored and 1 hole for the black. Okay, I'll just light up my burner. Okay, let's go for the black first. This is screwdriver, or what do you call this? This puncher can be used without getting heated, but it would take time. But if you just heat it up and then puncture this straight, it would make your job easier. Okay, okay, it's quick. 1 down and 3 holes to go. If you just see it turning red, it's already enough to puncture this plastic. Okay, let's wait for a few seconds. Okay, let's puncture the red hole or the magenta hole, which is on top. Just be careful, might get burned. And let's heat it up again. So let's puncture this yellow hole. Okay, and then last would be the blue one. Okay, the blue one. Okay, so that's how easy it is. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to do is, let's just try to widen those holes a little bit so that those rubber plugs, so that these rubber plugs could easily fit in. This serves as a reminder of what ink to inject on a particular hole. Okay, like this one, the red ink should go here. If you have a rubber plug, you won't find it hard guessing. The blue rubber plug goes in here, and the yellow rubber plug is in here. And of course the black is for this one. So let's just remove it. We can remove it if you want to, and then let's try to refill it. Initially, before I proceed, my syringe that I'm using are color coded so that I don't get miss on refilling. This one, I'll get the red, is for the red ink or the magenta ink. Okay, so initially you will need to put only 3 ml to avoid overfilling. Okay, there seems to be lots of let's fill it up to only 3 ml. If in case it would overflood, just remove the excess ink and put it back into the canister or into the jar, ink jar. Because there might be some ink still remaining. So if I think it's full, so I'll just return some ink. And then let's fill it with yellow ink. You also fill it up to 3 ml only to see if it's enough. Okay, the yellow goes into the right chamber. Let's just put it slowly. I think we can still add some more. Let's add 1 more ml. Okay, because I can see it's still dry. Okay, that's it for now. Now let's put in the blue ink. Same thing, let's just put 3 ml initially. The blue ink goes into the left side. Let's fill it slow so that it doesn't get too much, because there might be still some ink left. Okay, I think I can still add 1 more ml, just 1 ml. Okay, okay, that's it. Now I will have to put in the rubber plugs, because usually when it's time for this to get refilled, people get confused which one goes into the yellow chamber, which ink goes into the blue chamber. That's the usual error when refilling this ink. Okay, let's try to see if there would be some inks that would come out of the nozzles. I think there is. Okay, the red one is coming out. No ink yet coming from the blue and the yellow. Let's see if we can add some more on the yellow. Let's add some more. By the way, this cartridge is the XL version, meaning it has a bigger ink absorber pad inside. That probably is the reason why it can still absorb that much ink. I think I've already put in around 5 ml already. Okay, I can see it, it's full. Let's cover it. And the blue, let's add more on some blue inks, or the cyan. I forgot to tell you that this cartridge is the XL version. That's why it's still able to absorb more ink. Just observe. It's okay, that's it. Let's return the excess inks. and let's cover it. Just wipe out those excess inks. Let's see if some inks are going out. Well, there seems to be some. Okay, they're all coming out now. The yellow, the red, and the blue. Okay, can you see that? Okay, it's time to fill in the black ink, the black cartridge with some black ink. This cartridge can absorb probably around 12 ml because it has a larger absorbent pad inside. So we're going to put here something like 5 ml initially, and then add some more if it can still absorb some. Slowly, let's go slow. Okay, let's add some more. If you're going to buy the XL version of the empty cartridge, it would be better because refilling is going to take a lot longer. But if you can't find one, you can settle for the regular size. Okay, it still can absorb. Wow, I'm surprised. In case you made a mistake of putting the yellow ink into the blue chamber and the blue ink putting it into the yellow chamber, your printout will turn out blue-green. However, you can still do something about it, but I will have to make a video of that next time. Let's see if something would come out. Nothing is coming out yet. The ink is probably still traveling from the ink pad going down into the nozzles. So let's just wait for a while. Let's just cover it with the rubber plug. Okay. This one's already working. You can see the ink coming out. See? When you swab it into the tissue paper, the inks are coming out. So with those dates, we can have some idea of how long they would last. Okay, if this would not work, we will have to use a suction tool. We can suck the ink from underneath to force it to go out of the nozzles, or we can put here this syringe and force some air inside to make way for the ink to go out of the nozzles. We'll try to do that if this won't work. Let's wait for a few minutes till the ink comes out from the black cartridge. Okay, so just after 5 minutes, let's see. Okay, can you see? The ink is now coming out of the nozzles. So the next thing that we're going to do is to conduct a deep cleaning process and then a test. Okay, this is the Canon MP499, which uses the PG210 and CL211 cartridge. Let's try it. Let's remove the cartridge. Let's remove the old cartridge and put in this newly refilled cartridge. Okay, these are the old ones which are no longer working. Okay, this is the new one which we just refilled earlier. Let's wipe some excess inks. Put it there. This one. Let's put it here. Then close it. Let's wait for the number 1 to appear. If the number 1 appears, it means it is recognized by the printer. So if you don't have a computer right now to do the deep cleaning, you have to press this maintenance button 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And then press this green button. It's going to do the deep cleaning process. It's processing. It might take a minute or 2. As you can see, we still have some problems with the blue ink. we need to execute another deep cleaning process. To execute deep cleaning process, you just need to press the maintenance button 3 times until the letter Y appears, and then press the green print button. Okay, let's try another test print. Press the maintenance button once, press the start button once, okay, still have the same problem with the blue ink. It's going to take us lots of ink if we are going to conduct another deep cleaning cycle, but that's how it is. Anyway, we're not going to waste lots of money because we only use aftermarket inks, which is very cheap. 100 ml is only around 50 cents. We can do this deep cleaning process probably for 10 to 15 times until we get to see the improvements. Okay, so let's test print again. Press the maintenance button once, press the start button once. Just do it for maybe 10, 15 or 20 times until it improves. Or we can use the suction tool. Okay, let's just try to photocopy this one. Let's see how it would look like. Sometimes all it takes is to print continuously until you see the improvements over time. If this is going to turn ugly, I mean the color combination, we can proceed with the use of suction tool. But if it's going to turn out fine, I would say you just print continuously until it improves over time. Okay, let's compare. This is the original and this is the photocopy. There are no lines anymore, or just very light lines that's no longer visible, really, if you are not going to be very particular about it. So I'll just leave it here and not use the suction tool for now, because this is just going to be for home use. So that's it. Thank you for watching.